Hey everyone, this is Mike Shaw with Planet for Photographers, and in this video tutorial we're going to talk about planning with a meteor shower and the moon. Now in the last meteor shower video tutorial we talked about the meteor shower feature itself, and to go on to this one we're going to drag down from the ephemeris page to show the page chooser, and right here is the meteor shower tool, and the first row has the meteor shower name, the elevation angle, and the azimuth, as you can see right here. And the name is in a blue color, which means we can tap it. And when we do that, we see a list of the meteor showers. And the first three are the three major meteor showers we talked about last time: the quadrantids in January, the Perseids in August, and the Geminids in December. Each meteor shower has their own different composition, and that's what we really focus on in the last video. But in addition to the composition, there's another factor that affects the quality of the meteor showers every year. While the peak date is pretty much the same for the same meteor showers each year, because that's when the Earth passes through the dust cloud left behind by the comet or the asteroid that resulted in them, the moon phase is different from year to year. If the peak date is also the date of a full moon, you can pretty much forget about the meteor shower, and there's really no point in shooting it because the full moon's going to be there for the whole night, and it's so bright it's unlikely you'll be able to see most of the meteors except for the few very, very brightest ones. So in fact, when we plan for a meteor shower event, the most important thing to check is the moon phase. For example, we can check it for the Perseids on 2018, and after we select it, we can see the Perseids name showing up here. And as you can see, there are three dates. They are the active period, the starting date, the ending date, and the peak date, respectively. The peak date for the Perseids is usually August 13th. Long press on it to set the date to August 13th, as you can see here. Now we just need to open the hourly slider, and if we don't see this one, just tap on the left or the right to toggle among the 5 modes of the time slider until you see this one. At the night of August 13th, you can see this yellow line, and this means the visible period of the Perseids radiant. How great is that? And as you can see, it lasts for the whole night. Now, as we said, the key question is the moon above the horizon? And if so, for how long and for what time? So to answer this question, super easy. Just look right here and you'll see this blue line. What this means is that it sets before the night and it won't rise until the next day. The blue line represents when the moon is above the horizon. So what this means is in 2018, there is no moon affecting the Perseids, and that's a good year. What about 2019? Let's change to 2019. Here we go. Now in this time, look at the blue line. It's there for the whole night. And in fact, let's go to the sun and the moon position page to see the moon percentage, like this. That is almost a full moon. So there's really no way to see a good meteor shower. What about the Geminids in 2018? December 13th, 2018. From here, we can also see the moon. Now actually the peak date of the Geminids is on the night of the 13th and the 14th. It's kind of a broad peak. And as you can see, the radiant is visible for the whole night, so that is a good thing. However, the first part of the night has a moon, and there are some overlaps. So for example, starting from the night starts all the way to 11 p.m. when the moon sets. Well, what does that mean? Is that okay? Is that good? Is it bad? Well, we have to look around for a little bit more details. First of all, as you can see down here at the time slider, it's a crescent moon with the moon percentage of 33%, so that's not terrible. And since it sets at 11 p.m., we can shoot the meteor shower from 11 p.m. all the way through to the morning at 6 a.m., and that's 7 hours of shooting. And in fact, the peak hour of the Geminids is usually around 2 a.m. in the morning when the moon has already set. So when the Geminids are at the peak, there's not going to be any moon. So the conclusion is, even though there's a moon shown for this night, it's still a great night to observe the Geminids because it will have set by the time the meteors really start to rip and roar. What about the next year? Let's take a look at 2019. Now in 2019, as you can see, it's not a good year for the Geminids because again, it's almost a full moon. Well, how about the quadrantids in 2019? Well, here the radiant rises until about midnight, and when it's almost dawn, the moon rises. So this would still be okay for the quadrantids in 2019. What about 2020? it's still good, as you can see here. The moon doesn't really have much overlap with the meteor shower. So that's pretty much it. That's how to take into account the moon phase with the meteor shower. Again, this is Mike Shaw with Planet for Photographers saying thanks so much for watching and best of luck planning your moon phase meteor showers with Planet.